The curious case of everyday things. Did you ever ask yourself why the sky is blue? Why clouds look like animals? If animals are like humans? If cats and lions can talk to each other? Why cats spend all the time the smallest box, the highest pile, or your laptop keyboard to sleep on? If we'll have one day a keyboard under our skin, where does the skin for wrinkles come from? If animals get wrinkles, if animals like humans, if we can ask for humanity for animals, why sheep don't shrink in the rain, why rainbows are in the shape of an arc, what's the difference between an arc and a bow, why is it not a rain arc? And does it rain in the Antarctic? Do they have penguins or polar bears there? Do penguins sleep in a standing position? How many different positions exist to sleep in the subway? What does the subway driver do if he has to pee? Why do toilet flushes in the southern hemisphere turn to the other side? Why a toilet's water level is higher when it's windy outside? Why people like the song Blowing in the Wind? How wind turbines work? What's the future of the planet's energy supply? Is Europe dependent on Russia's oil? Where's the native of the native olive oil? Are capers related to olives? Are the big capers just bigger than the small ones, or another family? Why family members have usually ridiculous things in common, like crooked noses? Is it true that you can measure the penis of a man on the length of his nose? Why people have problems to speak the word penis out loud? Why it is so hard to come from here to completely unrelated question? Why there exists a question mark in Spanish just the other way around? And what's the deal about Spanish tapas? Do they serve sushi in Japan with every single drink? Why there's that little food which is in a square in shape? And why food like the Berlin curry sausage is famous? Will Putin soon invade East Berlin? What time it is at the American East Coast, if it is night at the Australian West Coast? Why thoughts are more heavy at night than during the day? And why you are sometimes too tired for falling asleep? Why airplanes just don't fall down? How the stripes of a plane come onto the sky, and how the colorful stripes into the toothpaste? Why animals don't get cavities, and why sugar is destroying our teeth? How much sugar is in a spoon of jelly, and how many different ways you can combine peanut butter, jelly, toast, and banana? And what's the way to make a presentation without subject out of the blue? And did you ever ask yourself why the sky is blue?